Why do you suspect me? What did I do? I'm on your side. What about him? Miller was in contact with Cypher 9 years ago. He was working with them. He's the traitor, Snake! What's that? More truth serum?
No. Stronger truth
Oh,
serum.
please. Please keep me here. I need protection. Ah! Ah! Oh. 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 Why?
You're the odd one out.
Why me?
We all lost something.
What?
Except you.
Please. Don't.
Truth serum isn't working. Either some procedure he had done boosted his metabolic enzymes, or he's undergone special gene therapy.
What's he saying?
Same as 6 hours ago. I had no idea the nuclear inspection 9 years ago was a ruse. Cypher forced me to do that research after the attack.
Do you think he had a hand in it?
I do. But there's no proof yet. Take a listen to this later.
We need proof before we can pass judgment. Keep an eye on him. And don't tell anyone he's here.
We'll have him continue his research in there. It's for his own good. The older guys will want his head. We can't guarantee his safety if we let him out.
Boss.
He mentioned something interesting. The reason why they pulled their plug on the operation in Afghanistan. He said their funding started going to Central Africa instead. Cypher is pursuing new research in Africa.
Africa? What research?
Emmerich doesn't know the details, but one thing he said does make sense. That Sahelanthropus alone isn't enough to cause an RMA. He claims that what they're doing in Africa is the missing piece. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Meaning it's not just another nuke.
The NGO that asked us to rescue wild animals isn't ready to take them in yet. So we had no choice but to build an animal conservation platform. The NGO said they'll cover all expenses, including the day-to-day housing and feeding costs. If you're interested, take a chopper over and have a look. Boss, there's no doubt about it. Cypher's working on something in Central Africa. There's evidence they've been in contact with private forces operating in the region. We follow that evidence. We should learn what Cypher is after. Diamond Dogs has gotten a lot bigger. Now's the time to take the offensive. Head back to the ACC for your next mission.
But I want to pet the animals. Where would that be? That be? Do you actually have one built, or?
Commencing platform construction.
Increase the medical, because that's getting kind of full. Same with the intel one.
Commencing platform construction.
Everything else is fine. Don't have any of these for whatever reason.
Commencing platform
Probably get on that.
construction. Commencing
Yeah, why not?
platform construction.
Assigned where they need to be. Anything
Please
new
specify a project.
that we were interested in? Not really. There's a battle dress. So this was, if it's the same as the one from Peace Walker, it was good for like when you know you're going to be in like a boss fight and not sneaking around. Allowed you to hold more as well. We'll get it. I don't know if we'll ever use it, but we'll get it. Okay, that should do for now. A bunch of cassettes to listen to. Let's get our random rewards.
Project is being added. Please specify a project.
Night vision. Eye droid. Faster prone climbing movement. Are the animals? D support. Target practice down there for whatever reason.
Caution, rain approaching.
You don't know the awesomeness of a puppy's paw pets?
I guess. Welcome home, boss.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your little conversation there. Now let me go find where these animals might be, and while we're doing that, we'll listen to some tapes.
Thanks for letting me join the fight. I'll do whatever you ask.
When Quiet first came here, she demonstrated her marksmanship against that enemy fighter plane. It showed she was much more than your everyday crack shot. Hitting a moving target from 600 meters is a challenge, but it's possible with the right training and equipment. But shooting down that missile, that's a world apart from taking out a soldier on patrol. The chopper and the missile were in motion, meaning different vectors at high velocity in three-dimensional space, and she shot an unguided bullet that had to fight air resistance and gravity. All that
while the chopper was taking evasive maneuvers. Some of the best target leading I've ever known. She has a superhuman sense of spatial awareness. You put her in a fighter jet, and she'd be an ace right off the bat. Hell, your judgment was top class too. Realizing she could take out that pilot, that's quick thinking. You and Quiet could make a hell of a team. You'd be damn near unstoppable. Quiet is still in her cell. Only a few staff are authorized to go near her. She hasn't tried anything funny, but that's what bothers me most.
In particular?
What does she have to gain by coming to Mother Base? I first thought she was under orders from Cypher to take you out. She didn't manage it in Afghanistan, so round 2 happens here. So I lighten the guard. And that lock on her door is a joke.
You gave her an opening. And?
Well, she hasn't killed you yet. And I hate to say it, but she's had plenty of chances.
You made me the bait.
Poisonous bait. What better? Anyway, she didn't bite. Quiet is keeping her silence. So I'm left with no idea again what she's doing here.
We tried communicating with her through writing. That didn't work either. Whether she's illiterate, dyslexic, or just plain stubborn, she won't cooperate. I just don't get it.
If she tried to contact the outside, it'd be picked up by our counterintelligence net. But it's clean. There's no sign she's had contact with the staff, the base facilities, nothing. She's almost got the men wanting her to try something, just to find out what she's up to. And she's in there putting on the failed soldier look, all downcast eyes and defeated sighs. But she doesn't kill herself. She can't be trying to leave Cypher and surrender to us.
So what's the verdict?
This may sound optimistic, but here's how I see it. Quiet came here to fulfill some objective. To kill you, maybe to destroy Diamond Dogs. Whatever it was, before she could do it, something changed her mind. Yes. When I look at her, I sense hesitation.
Do you think she betrayed Cypher?
Can't say for sure. I prefer the ones that talk. Anyway, we'll keep her under watch. And we're also looking into those special abilities of hers. You'll be the first to know if something comes up. Why not look in on her yourself once in a while?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we could go do that again. I don't know where these animals might be. Like, without checking every individual platform, I don't know where they would be. Not on any of these 3 as far as I can tell. Assume they're not down there. It could be over here. I don't remember where Quiet is. She's in the medical one, right? Let's go visit the medical one then. I'll get the helicopter in. You can just have a wander around while we're listening to tapes.
Please select a landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army, just a bunch of guys with guns, in possession of a nuke. Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I was making the best decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than an organization with international authority?
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the inspection was a ruse, and Cypher's strike force, XOF, showed up instead.
I had no idea that would happen.
Enough bullshit.
Oh, sure, like I could have known. You know, I was just trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower. They seized it, giving them complete control over the base. Moments later, they detonated C4 on the strut legs. Anyone who'd managed to survive was hunted down by the assault force and their choppers.
You can't believe I did that on purpose.
That was the end of Mother Base. But it wasn't the end for you.
How can you... Look, think about it. I lost something too. I built Zeke and it got buried underwater. I am a victim.
That raises the big questions. Why were you the only one spared? You got away without a scratch. Why did Strangelove leave the base on the eve of the inspection? You two were close.
Strangelove?
And how did you manage to build something that surpasses Zeke in every way? Because you did everything they told you. You're the only one who didn't lose a thing. That is the truth.
I was taken away against my will. Skullface forced me to do his research these past 9 years. He used me. I lost 9 years.
9 years. We all lost 9 years. It wasn't just you.
I suppose blaming me makes you feel better, does it? But who's gonna give me back all the time I lost?
You're not getting anything back.
You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
I didn't know anything.
Nobody can back that up.
Yeah, all the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean.
You know the hardest man to break? The type who's fooling himself. That takes time. It's easier to live a convenient lie than a painful truth. Is that the pace you've chosen, Doc?
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower with him. Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way.
And?
There was a plane journey, then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse, on the floor. Afghanistan, it was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough, he came.
Skullface.
He's the one who's really behind that Mother Base attack. He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling. My design evolved to the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. An upright bipedal weapon system. Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how Paz modified Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control from the beginning. The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable, so this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be practical. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really?
you'd need some help to get that working.
Gaining altitude.
Oh, we have to go to a whole new area to go to this animal thing. It's not even on base. That's what I was missing. Now it's interrupted my goddamn radio. Tapes.
Mission list updated.
I think it's going to look a bit bare down there. Like what we got, a couple of sheep, one bear, a couple of wolves. Quite the zoo they've built here, huh? Nothing in this one yet, I take it. The plants can be grown here as well, can they? Interesting. There's the bear. There's the wolves. Most entertaining of cages for them, is it really? Anime picture down there? Can I go collect that? Even though don't I technically own it? Well, I don't really know what I expected to see other than the animals, I guess. One's a bit of a derpy stuck in the tree. How do I get out of here? Help, I'm stuck. I'm trapped in with the animals. How do I get out? I mean, there's a ladder somewhere. Blind or... Is that a tape? Bear grounds. Great. Thanks. Ah. Right there. Okay, well, that's the animal place, I guess. Let's get back on track, shall we?
Please select landing zone confirmed.
This is Pequot. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Should we go see quiet? Just because it was mentioned to do so? We head out.
Please select a landing zone.
She's in the medical area.
Landing zone confirmed.
Gaining altitude.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you?
Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either.
Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago. We still need him alive. But we have to restrict his movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade. He still has more to tell us.
How long are we gonna press him?
If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack, we'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen. Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp? The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine. That was a pod built for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. Do you remember? Back in '74 in Costa Rica. It was in those machines you fought there. They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk. And each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod. Emmerich created it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred its own functions to its reptile pod. Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique entity, a hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker. But apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will. Like Emmerich says, it's just a machine.
I feel like we were interrupted through one of these. Which ones did it not finish?
Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how pod?
Why? You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable, so this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be practical. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really? You'd need some help to get that working. Expert help.
Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
You did that yourself?
Well, that's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the end either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center of gravity. The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind. I guess technically it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could finish it.
But it was walking when it came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright, without a pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright brothers making it to the moon. I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave. I've never seen it anywhere else. Besides, it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point, and nothing but a paper tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you?
Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either.
Yeah.
Okay, we've heard all those now. Just got Africa one to do. And that's it, but we'll get back on the chopper, I think. So just standing around here.
Please select a landing zone.
Oh, right. I didn't actually pick a landing zone, did I?
Please select landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Carry on.
Didi, stay.
Didi.
Fully trained and ready for action. The rest is up to you. Didi, go! He's going with you.
Unit function added.
Boss, I've been meaning to tell you something. Our old friend Zero hasn't been seen in public since you left the States. That was over 10 years ago now. You suspected he was responsible for the accident at your base in the Caribbean. But at that point, Zero was already bedridden. So it never felt right to me that Zero gave the order. Now that I've seen the man Emmerich was working for, I'm sure he didn't. I know that man. He was our old friend's XO. A man without a face. Not one you want to look at anyway. Skullface. He's the one who destroyed your base 9 years ago. The unit he commands, XOF, was Cypher's strike force. But he's since split from Zero and used XOF to usurp control over Cypher itself. In other words, the Cypher we're hunting isn't Zero. Beyond Zero is a void that's even darker. Skullface.
Ever since the attack on your unit 9 years ago, the name Big Boss has become known the world over. What do you mean? Those of your men who survived traveled far and wide. They fought throughout the world. In fact, they're part of the reason we have all these PFs now. Every one of them suffered their own phantom pain from losing you. Talking about you wherever they went helped to heal their wounds. Your actions and words, your legend, has been told on every battlefield they've set foot on. Obviously, as the tales have spread, the truth's been distorted, painted over. Big Boss sacrificed himself to show us the threat that Cypher poses. He sounded a warning, so it goes. A warning? Too much power destroys the hands that hold it. Apparently, you chose to be a living example of that. I never said any of that. The moment any truth is passed on, it starts turning into fiction. The problem is, fiction inspires people more than facts. To the world, you're now the legendary mercenary Big Boss. The lessons you've taught the PFs are the reason they're so widespread. They're the reason they've survived. And you know what they all aspire to? To one day go nuclear, just like you did, and stand up to Cypher.
Of all the stupid things you could do.
They'll never understand what you really wanted. Heroes are misunderstood. It takes a man of the same caliber to understand what drives them. Bottom line is, these guys want to be like their hero, Big Boss. And deep down they all have their eyes on nuclear weapons. They say that a nuke is the only means of standing against Cypher. But these days it's becoming little more than a slogan to rally the troops and survive in a cutthroat business.
Currently, there are 3 major PFs who've expanded into Central Africa. CFA, Rogue Coyote, and Zero Risk Security. HEC's investigations have shown there's almost no overlap between their areas of operation. It's not so much a turf war, more like they have a gentleman's agreement. If you do cross paths with them, you probably won't have to face more than one at a time. Still, don't expect a walk in the park. The CFA, Contract Forces of Africa. These guys are a major player. Their head office is in Pretoria, South Africa. That's also where the South African Defense Force is headquartered. We think the two are closely connected. An HEC investigation revealed that most of the CFA's operators are former SADF soldiers. South Africa has been locked in struggles with neighboring regimes for years. That means constant action. And we know better than anyone that's the best kind of training. A company drawing its recruits from hardened military vets. You can bet they know how to handle themselves. Do not underestimate them. Within the CFA is a company of soldiers made up mainly of locally hired operators. They speak Afrikaans to communicate with personnel from the CFA. But if you notice any speaking the local language, that's them. Though hired from the local population, they were originally part of a paramilitary group, so they'll have plenty of combat experience. And unlike their days shooting junkyard rifles out of beat-up pickup trucks, the CFA now supplies them with the latest gear from the West. On top of that, they've been combat trained by the South African Army. All that adds up to a much stronger fighting force. So don't brush them off. Look at the Angola-Zaire border region. The east bank of the Munene River in particular. It's a microcosm of a problem that stretches all across Africa. There's a civil war going on in Angola, fought between the government MPLA and the Western-backed UNITA. Zaire is still a dictatorship under President Mobutu, but numerous uprisings have broken out in its remote regions. With all the trouble elsewhere keeping their hands full, neither government has control over their side of the border. They depend on militias and PFs, as do the rebels. Government forces, guerrillas, militants, groups of all shapes and sizes hawk whatever resources they can to hire PFs. Conflict brings PFs. PFs expand the war zone, and more conflicts erupt in a continuous chain reaction. Sounds like our kind of work. Mother Base could grow by leaps and bounds.
Please select a mission.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. There's been a massive oil spill from Mafinda oilfield. It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply. An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that UNITA is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons. That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings. Boss, it's time to give Cypher a little surprise.
I think we're good to go as is and go see what D-Dog is all about. Or DD, I guess his name is. Let's go.
target is Angola's Mfinda oilfield, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area in Crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on UNITA could tell us who's pulling its strings. So stay sharp.
Okay, how does this guy work? A new map to explore. New environment. It's quite a way off, huh? I guess we'll introduce ourselves to this place first.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
Let's see what we get ourselves into. Come on then, Dee Dee.
The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war. Sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
How likely is Dee Dee to give me away?
Toxic, but it can also be used as medicine.
You don't find an enemy.
It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Analysis complete. The map.
I like that he can find enemies, that's nice. Is there some way to control him or order him or?
Analysis complete.
Child soldiers. Children there are abducted and trained to be soldiers. They're only taught to fight. And one day they grow up and teach the next generation the same way. With a gun in his hands, a kid is as dangerous as any adult. Only they don't know a thing about right and wrong. boss. Do not hurt any child soldiers. If you do, the mission is over.
Analysis complete.
Can't kill kids, got it. Good job I enjoyed trunking people, huh? Can I bring them to Mother Base? Also need to try this new sniper rifle now that we have a scope on it. Well, these guys are like particularly good at anything, are they? He's a C. He's got a B. Yeah, how much better that is. Till the suppressor wears off, obviously. Do I do it through this? Oh, here we go. Wait, keep him busy, and call him. I can get them to distract people, I suppose. Will that alert people to my presence, or allow me to sneak up on them?
Arrived at your destination. Analysis complete.
Thank you. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are.
Complete.
But now I need a way of taking these guys down. Quiet like, without them seeing me. What we need now is a suppressed silence. A suppressed trank rifle.
Stop him.
Let's see what this does. Might as well learn it now. Right. So you hurt my dog. No. Get asleep, fuck's sake. You kick my dog, I fault on you to my base.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Not going back again. Let's let him come back up here then. We'll try this again. Anyone want to walk up here? He's kind of coming this way though. Fucking helmet. Go to sleep. They were like both in your face. Good lord. At least you're dumb. Thank you. Jesus. Just wear out my suppressor on one fucking guy.
extract him?
Some will set shortly.
That was a scarecrow. I wonder what the hell that was. Where are these guys going? You wearing a helmet? Now his mate's coming.
Analysis complete.
Might be a problem. Unless he doesn't see it, which will work perfectly. Shh.
Talk. Huh?
The PF soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, an official language of the Republic of South Africa. Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one.
I rarely interrogate them. That's fine.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I think the kids have gone to sleep there then. Can I extract them? Once I take out their guards.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Get a bit closer. Also hard to see because it's fucking dark. The grass. Sorry, why did they wake up?
Development complete.
Is that just a coincidence that they woke up there?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Damn it. Would have been a good time to just trank them all and... Well, my suppressor's about to die, so... Hopefully that viable. Could get a supply and get a new one. I need ammo anyway.
You gotta extract him.
Supplies requested. The map has been development complete. Development complete. Supply drop complete.
Good dog.
Ready? Oh, you go around in that. They coming. No, not the box. I don't want to equip that fucking box. Nothing of real interest here, seemingly. Bunch of things are wrapping up back at base. Guess we can have a quick look here. Take a breather. Anything new and interesting on this?
Please specify a project.
Probably not. It's fine for now. Where did those kids go? Are they on the move? Are they still... Are they like doing laps or something? Are they going to come back? What is this here? Contain. Is that on the ship? Assuming I can't go underneath the ship, can I? Maybe I can. What we found?
Has been updated.
A diamond. Is this the container? Why are we showing me this? I still don't have the full time for it, unfortunately.
The map has been updated.
Put down the oil transfer pump, destroy the oil water separator tank. Are our main objectives. Let's get back on mission then. No troops up here apparently. I don't know where those kids ran off to. I was going to try and extract them. Dog found an enemy, huh? Good boy.
Analysis complete. Outpost captured. The map has been...
He was the last guy, was he? For fuck's sake. Diddly pip.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Found a weapon. What about animal? Oh, it's him that's marking those animals, right? Did wonder. Makes sense though. Can I please climb this rock? Oh, by weapon you mean a mortar. I see. Just ravens or crows or whatever they are.
past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
Would take the car, but it's very noisy. Stay incognito.
Arrived at Mother Base.
Okay, people have arrived. Ranking up the different departments.
Has been added.
Anything interesting there? Not really.
Detected. The map has been updated. Caution, rain approaching.
Oh, yeah, I like a bit of rain.
Complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Now the question is, how do we take all 4 of these guys out?
Lyk asof die ligrigssteen nie van 'n plaaslike permanente mag is. Miskien is hulle Kubane. Daai Kubane wat saam met die MPLA werk het allerhande toerusting. Nee, wat? Ek sien nie hoe hulle alleen die beste trompel kan loop. In elk geval, daai goed is 'n ernstige bedreiging vir ons. Ons sal ons lugverdediging moet opknap. Ek sal dit aanbeveel vir die base. Goeie idee. In elk geval, ek's klaar hier. Sien jou later.
Going for a nap by chance, are you? Because that'd be really helpful if you were. Just in time for the storm. You are going for a nap, aren't you? Beautiful. Just leaves 2 then. Give me a break. That wasn't his head, and what did it hit?
Guard post captured.
Is this weather going to affect the Fulton? Doesn't seem to.
Rain. Sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps.
Nice. Don't throw him off, because that gets him killed. We learnt. And the mortar just for good measure.
You have arrived at your destination.
That's a Nubian goat. It's a dairy breed whose milk is ideal for cheese production. It's also butchered for meat, but don't get any ideas.
Why not, since they're here? Add them to the farm. It's a bit of a trek now, huh?
The Sender oilfield is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean. A wild donkey. It isn't domesticated. You'll have a hard time riding it.
There's still a chance. Should we bring a donkey home with us? Can the Fulton even carry a donkey? Sure can. Lots of donkeys. Nice suppressor. Should we get a bird? Of course that missed. I need a new suppressor.
Now it's burned to the ground.
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Clouds approaching.
Charred remains. Probably the villagers.
Okay, we're nearly there. Turn the night vision off, let it recharge a little bit.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There it is. The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Right, the place. Okay, let me just check the mission then. Shut down the oil transfer pump, destroy the oily water separator tank. Where is everyone?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Go and pay that a visit.
Marker placed.
And rig it to blow so we can evac closer.
That's the oily water separator tank. One of the targets. Take it out.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Can't see many people from here. I'm sure there's plenty more of them. Let's go get closer.
Analysis complete.
Some people.
Analysis complete.
Boy. What else did you find? Saw the first thing you marked, isn't? Oh, there's two there. Okay. Three there.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
They in the building, are they?
Strip shows.
Analysis complete.
The trouble here is evacing people. Could be dangerous because well, their mates might see or hear it. You've seen what now?
Analysis complete.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis complete.
No, don't stand up. This guy's got a helmet on. Never mind.
Analysis complete.
God, they're all fucking coming to this point, aren't they? I mean, that works for me. I'll just keep tranking each one that comes. Anyone else? Risky evacuating these guys, I think. Shouldn't be too close to anybody, but we'll see. Look at all these fresh new faces.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You got to extract him.
The guy's going to investigate now as well, is he? These guys are coming back. I'm going to go back to my roof. Get down! Okay, somehow we managed to survive that. Go to sleep! Thank you. I swear I shoot you in the face and you just shrug it off. Fuck me! I mean, this is great, yeah, keep coming. I guess. Catch up with you in a minute. Mr. Helmet. I think he's a bit close to these. Don't make me do it.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Marker placed.
Can I shoot him from here, do you think?
You gonna extract him?
Yeah, I think I hit him. Because he's reacting. Why not? We'll take a crow if we can reach it. My suppressor is now gone though. Yeah, another one sent.
Supplies requested. You have arrived at your destination. Supply drop complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Yeah, bit of insurance there if things go tits up.
Analysis complete.
Get my suppressor back, shall I? Go take that guy out around the back. Assuming there's nobody else. Should be good. All these crates we could be taking if we had the better Fulton. Oh, these two idiots waking up now.
You gonna extract him? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Probably only a handful of people left, is there? Considering everyone converged on that one point. Go for this guy down here first. Oh, there's another guy. Well done. And another. Nice, nice. Are they coming up here as well? Of course they fucking are.
Analysis complete.
Converges up here apparently. Head for the roof.
You gonna extract him.
DD's already on it. He's ahead of me. Yeah, well, maybe not. He's going down that way.
You have arrived at your destination.
Didn't realise he was right there. Let's be wearing a helmet, didn't he? Mosquito bite. Oh, your mate's turned up. Get up there.
Outpost captured.
Nice. That's everyone. I'll go get those two guys in a minute.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it. Bodies. Why? Oil transfer pump shutoff confirmed.
Extraction.
Next, destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
Development project has been added.
Go and evac these two. We've destroyed that radar, so we should be able to call in the helicopter. Hopefully.
He's coming too. Roger that.
How do I get to that thing?
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosives. Got any C4?
Sure do.
Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
Two, just to be safe. Is it going to be as simple as getting out of here with a pickup now?
Select a support helicopter requested.
Good. You're away from the tank. Once it goes up, the enemy will come running. Secure the area before you detonate the C4.
I've secured and ready for evac. Wait for it to get in and then we'll detonate. You peeing?
This is B-Quad. Arriving
figured this might happen. Good job I'm leaving, huh?
You destroyed the separator tank.
Oh.
Objectives complete. Though security will be tighter after that explosion. Get out of there ASAP.
I mean, I was out.
Sun will rise momentarily.
The helicopter was right here.
The map has pleased support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
You see me like up the main gate, I think. I mean, are they going to come this way or are they going to come from the other side?
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
I mean, you were literally here.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Development project has been added.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. Boss, we took another look into Sainer, the owner of the oilfield. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Sainer's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Sainer's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there? Hey! Snake! I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.